Last week, we covered AI agents on Virtual's protocol, and since then, the market has been booming. I got a lot of comments on that video to talk about specific AI agents and some opportunities that I'm looking at in the space. I've been buying a lot of these agents, but I want to look at the top ones that have mind share, market cap, and all attention right now, because a lot of times just picking the winners can often pay dividends. I do believe that 2025 is going to be a strong year for AI and crypto, and with AI agents, this makes the most sense. So in this video, we're going to look at specific tokens. Some of these tokens I do own. I'll let you know when I talk about them. Some of them I do not, and some of them might even be new to me. So with all that being said, let's dive in. Now remember, if you're lost and you're like, what is an AI agent? What that has to do with crypto? I just made a video on this. Go check it out. But for those that have watched this video, are caught up and ready just to look at specific tokens, I'm currently using Cookiefun, which in itself is one of these own AI tokens. This Cookiefun has an incredible dashboard that tracks AI agents, tracks market caps, and gives you a lot of data on them. Not only all this, it has its own token, which is Cookie. If you click on Cookie right here, it'll show you that it has a 90 million market cap, which is currently up 366% over the last 7 days. Holder percent is 35K, up 140%, mind share and all that. Now, if you hold enough of this token, just like most of the AI protocols, you unlock bonus features. You can have well accumulation trend, holder distribution, indexes, and a lot more. I do not hold enough to have access to these features, but this is just one of the many things that AI unlocks for you. I also enjoy just being able to see this little chart of influential people like Bankless who recently bought, and we saw them talk about AI agents very recently, as well as people that bought way down here like Sammy Mocha, who I mentioned in one of my previous videos as somebody to follow to keep up with AI trends. But going back to the dashboard, let's look at some of my favorites. My top favorite is definitely AIXPT. AIXPT takes all the data from Twitter and compiles it and writes these analysis literally just from the Twitter dashboard. It has some of the best analysis that I've seen. It recently changed back from a quantum cat to its original picture, but it literally just tells you things about other AIs as well. You can see that the investment DAO is evolving. Vader passes DAO filled 150K in 60 seconds. It gives you very precise information. Now, sometimes I find that it's a little overly bullish, which is okay. It's okay to be bullish, but I like to be realistic when looking at some things. With that being said, there's honestly just a lot of value in this. It compares a lot of things that you might not even think about. Here's one: forget your basic cross-chain bridges, and in executing multi-million trades across chains with hot wallet integration, not a single project comes close. I actually want to talk about Anon specifically, which isn't even one of the top market caps that we're looking at later in this video, because I actually just found it. Now, this was at the time that Anon was at 20 million. It's currently at 80 million, so it has 3x since then, but I definitely want to look at Anon because I think that one's really cool. However, I do also just want to look at some more of these top ones. AIX16Z DAO, you're probably quite familiar with. Basically, it was one of the first DAOs that was established as in this whole AI field. A lot of people tracked it. A lot of people got wrecked. Some people making money. It's the first investment DAO led by AI agents. So it's obviously it gives you a lot more information on the page itself. But of course, just like all these other things, it has its own token. So if you go back to Cookie.fun, you click on AIX16Z, it'll show you that the market cap is 2.3 billion, which is crazy. So I mean, it's already pretty high for this. I don't know necessarily, I'm not saying top blast all these, but just to kind of give you some insight on the top ones. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because there's still a lot to get to that I want to get to. First and foremost, one of the ones is Virtual. My entire last video was on Virtual. Virtual's protocol is this protocol that allows you to launch AI agents. It also has this really weird UI, but basically you can also buy them directly from it. It's a very intensive process to launch these. My face is blocking it, but currently you can connect your wallet, create a new agent, and then boom, you're on the board. It also allows you to find new agents. You can obviously filter like we're doing right now by market cap. You can see you can filter by when it was launched, the number of tweets, and all that. So if we go by market cap, we see some of the top ones like AIXPT, Game, Luna, Vader, and so much more. A lot of these are on Base, but actually on these cookies, you can filter from Base to Solana because they are on Base and Solana combined. Speaking of that, let's look at some of the ones that are on Solana. One of the ones for a long time that's been looked at, has been memed, is this fart coin. You might have just seen fart coin around your timeline and laughed at it. I remember when this thing was probably just like 100 mil, and it's currently at 1.5 billion, which is ridiculous. Fart coin is exactly what it sounds like. It's a meme that allows you to do gasless transactions to submit funny jokes. Basically, it was the first of its kind. It got a lot of traction, and everything after that was pretty much a derivative. You have people like Martin Shkreli who were wondering how to short fart coin. December 16th of 2024. If you don't know Martin Shkreli, I would look into that. It's kind of hilarious. He was the one trying to launch a meme coin with Trump's son. You have him talking about shorting this in like the beginning of December. Since then, it's like 10x. That's why Bunny said, bro, I was gonna have to raise the price of AIDS medication again, which is what Martin Shkreli did the first time. But so yeah, so that's why a lot of these like tokens are taking over. Basically, if they're the first of their kind, they're really taking off. While there's a lot of new opportunities as well, a lot of the ones that really established themselves early are doing good. Zero Bro is one of those, but I mean, as of lately, hasn't really been getting as much traction. But a lot of these are just connected to Twitter, ran through ChatGPT API, and basically these agents just do different things. Zero Bro is one of the first ones to do this, and I know there's a lot more lore and story behind Zero Bro that I'm not involved with, but it was definitely one of the ones that again won mindshare. But if you're looking at a lot of these, the main point of this video is I think it's best probably just to focus on the clear winners. We could go on and on about these, but there are so many clear winners. I still think GOAT is one of my GOATs. I made several videos on GOAT. You can just go to my channel and look at those. Currently at $500 million market cap, number 6 by market cap in this category. Still so much room for GOAT to do. This was created in the infinite backrooms, one of the first ones that allows AI to kind of talk to each other and come up with this Goatius Maximus, which was derived from a cult, had its whole thing. So there is just so many of these to name. Trust is another good one that I just recently got into. Actually bought that last night. The whole Trust Me Bro. If you're interested in that, it's not a dedicated video. They literally have a whole white paper that they released. If you want to really look into the technicals of Trust Me Bro distribution. I do want to talk about the Anon token that I mentioned earlier though. I have this under my bookmarks. Basically this Anon token is one of the ones I really have my eyes on, and I actually bought pretty heavy earlier today. Granted, it's a pretty high market cap already. This is basically going to try to allow you to do on-chain transactions. So as you can see here, ICO Beast says, please buy 0.001 ETH worth of USDC, set up a 20% range LP liquidity pool with that USDC equivalent to ETH base value. Basically, this thing goes and does all of this on chain, and you can actually view the transactions. So if this actually works, and that's a big if here, if this works, things like this could be incredible. Literally Loopify, as you can see right here, was just tweeting about this, saying that like if this was a thing, he's going to full port it. This pretty much opened up at 20 million. Very few people got in under 20 million. It's sitting at 80 million. If there's anything in this video that I think is really interesting, is this if it works. There's a good chance that it, not a good chance, but there is a chance that it doesn't work. So I do obviously want to pay mind to that. I will say I kind of flew through this video because it is Friday. I have a lot going on. It's been a very busy week. I can really pick apart some of these tokens in future videos. I think a lot of times when people hear about AI agents though, they just don't know where to look. So I'm telling you right now, if you didn't get anything out of this video, use cookies.fun, use Virtual's protocol, click on them, do your own research, go to their Twitter accounts and figure out what these things do and if they're worth investing in. If you made it to this end of this video, I want to give you a keyword just like I do at the end of every video. I appreciate those that made it to the end of my last video, even though there's a lot of spam in there too. Well, there wasn't a keyword at the end of the last video. It was if you wanted a top 5 or top 10 video like this one. So shout out to Mario for making it there. Shout out to Nighthawk for the comment. A couple of spam comments in there. That's okay. We got KDGJ in there. So I appreciate all you guys that made it to the end of the video. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to leave a super easy keyword so next week we can just fire on all cylinders, and that's AI.